Hey, in this short training video, I want to share with you one simple traffic generation strategy that I use. And I think a lot of people overlook some of the simple things that you can just put on autopilot, especially the free things. They're not glamorous. You don't hit home runs with them. But man, if they're just running automated in the background, they can really accumulate some results for you. So the place I always like to start is right now I'm in my tracking software, and wanted to show you the results from this little traffic generation strategy. Then I'll explain it. So we'll scroll down here, and what you'll see is these are the number of clicks I've gotten. So about 27,000 raw clicks, 21,996 unique clicks, meaning one person equals one click. So raw clicks just means the same person could have come back and clicked more than once. And we can see, all the gross profits and cost per click and all that stuff right here. Not really that important. But what I want to show you here is this. Now, here's why I say this thing isn't glamorous. Now, 27,000 clicks. Now, if we're talking about using something like pay-per-click or newsletter marketing, or, there's lots of different strategies, you're going to see more actions, a higher conversion rate than you do over here. But who cares? This is free. So, in other words, out of these 21,000 people that came and saw my site, 627 decided to become leads. So, average cost per lead, 28 cents per lead, ain't bad. And I'll tell you why it's 28 cents per lead in a couple minutes when I go through the strategy. And the conversion rate, it's not anything exciting, 2.85%. But here's what I want to show you. Out of those 627 people, it created 51 sales. And if we go all the way down here to the bottom, we can see that the total revenue was about $1,241 just from letting this little thing run in the background. Now, if we deduct costs, and I'll explain that in a second, I made about $1,000. Overall return on investment, 618%, 618.5%. Not bad, right? So the whole message here, at least this far in, is never overlook the simple things, the things that don't hit home runs. Do those too, especially if they're things that don't require any additional effort, and this one doesn't. So let me go and show you what this thing is. You may have heard of it before, but it's always telling when you can actually see results from something maybe you've heard before. And this particular resource is a little resource called Traffic Swarm. Well, let's go over to the site. Here we are. I'm in my back office for this this service. You can see up here it says Traffic Swarm. And what this is it's a free traffic exchange. So basically what you do is you become a member of Traffic Swarm, and you view other people's pages in the network, and for doing that you accumulate credits that allow your page, your website, to be seen. So all you do is you hang around and you do some clicking, and you get traffic on the other end. Now, it's not amazing, again, home run hitting traffic, but it's traffic that turns into leads, and as you can see from the results I showed you before, turns into sales. So why not do it? Now, let me show you the other part of this that people I think may be wondering is, well, what does your ad look like? How do you set up an ad? And these ads are simple little things. Here's the headline for my ad: the dirty truth about MLM you don't know. And the actual ad is pretty simple. Yeah, there it is. The dirty truth you don't know about MLM you don't know. That's the headline. And then it's, what if you recruited 3,967 people in year one, all without picking up the phone? Free CD explains all. See how now. Now, I think anyone can come up with a little simple message like that and tailor it to whatever your business is, and pop it into one of these exchanges and let it just kind of run on autopilot. Now, if you're going to do this free, then you follow what I just said. You just kind of go ahead and you set up an account, and you just go to trafficswarm.com, you set up an account, and you start viewing other people's pages, and you'll start to accumulate credits for them to view your page as well. And over the course of time, you'll start to generate some leads. Now, but what I do is I actually have a pro status which means I pay for this service on a monthly basis, which is only $30, but $30 turning into, 1,200 bucks, I'll take that any day. So what that does is it, instead of me having to go and click through and to get credits, you get some automatic credits, and then the system completely runs on autopilot. So as we were looking at before, now if you're doing any sort of marketing and you're doing any sort of tracking, you're most likely generating leads at a cost of more than 28 cents per lead. So even if you were to pay $30, and I'm not selling this thing to you, I just wanted to share these results and just say, here's something simple, very cheap, or completely free you can do to get leads. But if you were to do the pro thing like I do, because you don't want to do any sort of clicking around, well, 28 cents per lead ain't bad, especially when on the other end of that, you're looking at $1,000 or whatever the margin is for your particular business. So, Traffic Swarm is a free tool. You can use it to get traffic. You've seen the results of it. Wanted to share them with you. If you're not using it, there's no reason not to, because it's simple and it's autopilot. And so get out there and do it.